What's going on, everybody? It's Jay here from Nerd Takes, and today we've got another Nerd Takes gaming stream. I'm going to be playing some more of Batman Arkham City because, of course, why not? It's Batman. And we're going to jump right into it because this might be a little bit of a quick stream because I do have another stream to hop on a little later tonight over on my friend Nerdy Neo's channel where we're going to be doing top 5 video game movies. So kind of really excited about that, actually, because video game movies are something a bit of a guilty pleasure to a degree because they're not always the best, but I do have a few that I like, so that's going to be a fun stream. But until we get there, we're going to do a little bit of Batman. So without... Oh, hey, Tomby. Great to see you, and thank you for the tip there. How you doing, man? Let me adjust that volume real quick. I don't know why my OBS keeps resetting all my audio settings every time I load up my computer. How's that sound, Tomby, mixed with the game volume here? I want to make sure you can hear me. But yeah, so going to be a little bit of a quicker stream tonight because, like I said, I got another stream to do. So we're going to get right into it. And I believe where we last left off was we were right about to start fighting Mr. Freeze in what is one of my favorite, if not my favorite, boss fight in games. Not so much because of the difficulty level, because any Elden Ring boss, for you know, example, or Dark Souls or anything like that, is a much more difficult boss. Hell, even Wukong that I've been playing lately, Black Myth Wukong, has had some really difficult bosses. But this one was one of the most creative and innovative boss fights I had seen in some time when it came out. And honestly, to this day, it's still one of the most innovative boss fights out there, where you kind of got to change up your style because Mr. Freeze learns alongside of what you're doing and all that. So without further ado, let's get right into it because I absolutely love this fight. How's it going, by the way, Tomby? Appreciate you stopping by, brother.
Impressive, Batman. I doubted you would actually return.
Yeah, I feel you, brother. Living the dream.
You should know that.
You can't sleep? No, I'm shocked. No, we're not too different in that regard, Tommy. I run on maybe 4 hours of sleep a night, if even.
formula is complete.
Nice, 9 short of 1100, huh? Holy, that's awesome, man. That's awesome and well deserved, brother. Truly, well deserved. That is awesome.
Give it to me.
Yeah, I've got some windows opening up for myself to, you know, obviously I've got IRL stuff going on, which all good stuff, as you know, Tommy. I know I've talked to you privately about it, but you know, all good things going on in life, but it's keeping me busy. But now I've got a little bit of a window to really kind of kick it into high gear with YouTube and get back to reviews, different kind of content, figure out some things I want to experiment with in terms of different videos and topics, and of course, streaming some games. That's the collabs. Oh, that's good to know, Tommy. Great. Well, it's like we always talk about, man. You know, networking is great for, one, building a channel, but two, also getting to meet a bunch of cool people. So that's awesome, man. I'm glad to hear that's going well.
Freeze is attacking me. Get me the telemetry feed from his suit now.
All right, so first thing we're going to do is the sneak up behind him.
Don't try to take him on in a straight-up fight. He's too powerful. Okay, data's ready. Coming through now.
I'm trying to remember, actually. So we can use that over there, this puddle. Oops, that's not the way I want to do this. Somehow already forgot the buttons from playing 3 days ago. Let's try this again. Hey, Pete. How's it going, man? Great to see you, brother.
I can't allow Freeze to see
All right, I really need to stop letting him see me. All right, let's do this one. Where are you, Freeze? Oh, actually, you know what? I have to... Oh, no, I can do it this way. Yeah, I don't know that I want to, though. Let's try this instead. Alright, here's one. I forget how many times I have to take him down. I think it's like 4. Hey, DB. How's it going, brother? Oh, crap. I forgot to beat him up. Alright, let's reset here. Where are you? That's 2. Oh, can't actually hit him yet. And then I know we can use... Can we use the grates? I think we can. Let's see. I know we can use the electrical wires that are into this puddle over here, so we'll use that one maybe last. Just trying to remember exactly all. I think there's like 8 ways to actually take them down. I just can't remember all of them off the top of my head. Let's see if the grate's in one. I'm pretty sure it is. Unless he can like immediately... Ah, shit. He might see me with that. Oh no, I can get a little closer here. Yep, I can do it this way. I will say, as much as I was praising this boss fight for innovation, it does kind of rely on that being, you know, extra cool doing it the first time. After you've figured out all the ways to take them down, it's, you know, not nearly as difficult. But the first time you do it, it is pretty cool to play through this boss fight. And I still enjoy it regardless. I can't glide kick him, right? That'd be too easy. Oh, wouldn't you know? Let's get him to walk through here. Watching episode 2 of The Penguin. Nice, DB. Dude, I love the show. I've got nothing but really good things to say about that one. It's not perfect, and you'll notice on... There we go. You'll notice right in the middle of the season there's an episode that is not great. It's a bit of a filler episode. it's kind of a glorified filler episode where it's got more substance than just a standard filler, but it's still a bit like, this is a little slow. But outside of that, every other episode's pretty good. The writing's good, all that. I actually just did my review on it yesterday. Wait to watch the review till after you've watched the show, though, because I don't want it to kind of... It's a spoiler-free one, but still. Just for the sake of kind of not influencing your opinion on it. I always like to try to wait till I watch something, till I watch any reviews. Alright, so we've done that. Oh, I know one way I can get him is through this wall. And then what? I kind of forget what the other ones are. Let's see, let's get him to stand right about where I am. He should be tracking my footprints. And then I do this. Okay, never mind, that didn't work. Stop, idiot. Alright, can I get you to walk right over here? Yeah, exactly, DB. That's the way to do it, honestly. You got to go in blind to these things. Especially just for the sake of your own viewing purposes. You know, I never like to have too many opinions kind of already floating around in my head before I watch something. But also because, you know, when you're doing reviews and things like that, like I like to do, I really want to make sure I'm not, you know, subconsciously kind of downloading somebody else's take on it. Alright, will you come stand in front of this thing now so I can take you out? Oh, you know what? I'm an idiot. It's got to be explosive gel. That's on me. Oh, he's going to actually kill me if I don't pay attention here. Let's see if I can make him do a little bit of a walk here. Oh, can I still use the... Did I not finish? No, I did use them on the... I used the grates, okay. Alright, let's get him to walk over here. I'll put some explosive gel on that thing, and then I should be able to take him out with that.
I can't allow Freeze to see me. He's too dangerous.
Alright, let's get him to walk in front of it. Gotcha. But yeah, no, I think you're gonna like it, DB. I was thoroughly impressed with that show, man. It was really good. It was kind of a surprise, too. When I first heard of him doing it, I was already kind of interested in it because, you know, obviously Colin Farrell was really good in the Batman movie as... Oh, shit. Can I not do a corner takedown? My bad. Sorry, Batman.
Freeze has done something.
Obviously, Colin Farrell was really good in the Batman movie. But, the idea of these kind of Batman-adjacent shows have gotten a bit old. So I wasn't totally sure. I'm like, is it going to be good? Not going to be good? I had at least faith that he'd be good in it. But, man, it really blew me away. Alright, what are the other ways we can do this? I actually, like, completely forget. Corner cover's not one. And I've used the... What have I used? Why do I feel like I can use one of these windows? Ah, because I can. Oh shit, I still gotta do one more though. What's the last one? So I've used the windows, I've used this ice pit over here. Curious if I can drop down on them. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's a ledge takedown actually. Let's see. Come over here, stupid. DB says, he's a good Penguin. I think the Two-Face series would be good too. Get a view of justice system. So, yeah, that would actually be a really cool idea, DB. A Two-Face series would be awesome. I mean, you could... Here's the thing, right? Like, if you have the proper care for an IP, you can do series on so many different things. Even take it a little bit far away from kind of the main, you know, characters we like. Oh, shit. Wasn't paying attention. Even take it away from some of the main characters we like. But again, it still has to be interesting and good characters. Like, Disney has made a bad habit of trying to take any obscure character and make a show or a movie out of it. And as you're seeing, it's not working. You know, like, nobody wanted an Agatha Harkness show. But there are, you know, C-list, D-list, even E-list characters that people do like. And there is a fan base for where you could turn them into something better if it's done right. It's just has to be done properly. Plain and simple. All right, let's do that again. I think I was forgetting about the ledge takedown. That's got to be the only one I haven't done. But the sucky part is I got to do it all over again.
Oracle, Freeze is attacking me. Get me the telemetry feed from his suit now.
Well, probably should have just paid attention. Come on.
Don't try to take him on in a straight-up fight. He's too powerful. Okay, data's ready. Coming through now.
Let's see. Let's start with the greats and go from there. Hey, Grizzled. How's it going, man? Appreciate you stopping by, brother.
This road will be your...
Alright, let's do this nice and smooth here.
That will not happen again. I will not allow you to do that again.
Alright, we won't use the window yet, but we will do this one. That was a weird camera angle. Alright, that's 2. Let's lure him this way. Hey, Natty! How's it going? Great to see ya. Let's get this out. Let's try to crouch for a second, just so he doesn't shoot me over the top of that railing. Grizzled with a great Burt Ward Robin reference there. Holy snow cones, Batman.
So you wish to use magnets against me? I do not think so.
Let's see if we can do a ledge takedown. He should walk this way, because this is where I walked. But with my luck, he's going to take a left over here to the stairs. Let's see. Or, with my luck, I'm going to press the wrong button and walk right into his guns. No worries, DB. Do your thing, brother. Enjoy the show. Alright, we got some electricity here. I appreciate it, DB. You have a good one, man. Natty, I think you got that a while ago, actually. I think during the Arkham City streams.
I can leave all my strangers, and you...
It's been a little bit, Natty. I think I took like a 2-month break from streaming just to catch up on some IRL things, so it has been a bit. And now we gotta do this one. Yeah, I know, you can see me, but I'm not worried about it. I probably should be, though, because you're kind of ripping me.
Do not think you can defeat me from a distance, Batman.
Oh no, that wasn't enough. That's not ideal. Is there another wall I can use? Let's try this. You know what? Let's not do it that way. I think I have another wall in here that I can use. That was a mistake on my part. Oh, geez, he's far away. Yeah, pretty much, Natty. had the honeymoon, then just a little busy when I got back. So honestly, I wasn't even doing much videos at the time because I was just kind of swamped. But we are back in the YouTube gear here. Gonna get a lot more done. Why is that not getting him?
Can't allow Freeze to see me.
Well, looks like we're trying it again. I guess he's too far away from it. Let's see.
You are in my world.
Oracle, Freeze is attacking me. Get me the telemetry feed from its suit, now.
No problem. Bruce, remember what happened last time. Don't try to take him on in a straight-up fight. He's too powerful. Okay, data's ready. Coming through now.
I don't think I can do a corner takedown. In fact, I'm pretty sure I can't. See if I can make a good heat signature here. Yep, you see me here, buddy? I could have sworn I could do a ledge takedown this way, but maybe not. You know what? If he doesn't move, I could get this one, though. Which I'll take. Natty, by the way, we are still going to play Arkham Origins. I think we're just going to do that a little closer to Christmas since it's got a pretty good Christmas theme to it. So that one is still on the agenda. Excuse me. Agenda. Alright, Freeze, hurry up. We don't have a ton of time here, so I want to see how much we can get done. Exactly, yep. So I want to say that one takes place either on Christmas or Christmas Eve, so I felt like it'd be nice to do that leading up to Christmas time. And we're right around the corner from it, so it won't be too long from now. Alright, will you come stand in this door? No, of course you're gonna go that way, huh? Wait a minute. Did I not already do the great one? I'm getting confused because I already died 3 times. Alright, let's catch him right out here. Dude, come on. What are you doing? Oh, seriously? I was smashing the takedown button. It wouldn't let me do it. Let's see if I can catch him with this. Oh shit, I forgot he just stopped me with that.
You are not safe. I will find you.
Oh, it's Christmas Eve into Christmas. Okay, I knew it was something like that. I just need you to get closer to the wall here. You're kind of still walking too far away, buddy. Which is a problem. Alright, let's just do the electricity one for now. At least I have that gel there if I need it. And then we'll set up this gel too. So whichever one I can get you to first will work. You don't like this one, Natty? I was just saying how much I love this boss fight. It was so innovative, you know, when it first came out. Oh, forgot I could also get electrocuted there. Alright, so I can still do the sneak one, or did I already do that? I think I might have already done that one.
Learn from my mistakes, Batman.
Right? Yeah, I did. We can do the drop down on him one though. Ooh, let's do it from here. Oh, shit. Nope, not what I wanted to do. Let's get over on this one.
This road will be your tomb.
I'm just missing my button cues now. I really want to hit him with this gel. Yeah, he's just not getting close enough, and I don't want to waste it.
I can see your footprints. You cannot hide.
Alright, sorry chat, just trying to remember what the hell are the other ways I can do this. I don't think I can do a corner cover. In fact, I'm pretty positive I can't. So, why don't I just hop up here?
I see you, Batman.
You really don't want to work with me, Freeze, do you?
Freeze is too smart to fall. for the
Really
same time
annoying.
Twice.
Alright, come find me over here. Just make sure these things don't hit me.
Did you feel that, Batman? It was nothing. Next time, I will destroy you.
Oh, shut up and just walk over here. Oh, of course, that didn't even get him. Well, I'm not in a good spot now.
You cannot hide forever. Get off me.
You know, I'm curious if I can just spray the ground and have him walk right over it. That would be 10 times easier. Let's see if I can do that. Because if I can get you to just walk over that, this will be significantly easier. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Alright, just make your way over, dude. Jeez. Nope, that doesn't do it, huh? Alright, that's not ideal. Alright, so what I have to do is make a path that brings him under here. So let's just make sure he walks that way, which he should, because my footprint should be there. And then we'll do a drop down on him. I just wish he would hurry up because it's taking forever. Natty says, Freeze is such an arse. This fight in an Origins, he cries about his wife, decides to make your life hell after. Yeah, that's what's kind of annoying is like, dude, we could... Oh, shit. We could easily work together here, Freeze, for a common goal, but you're just kind of being an ass. Are you really not going to go under the... Oh, you suck, dude. Specifically had my trail go under there just so that would work. Alright, let's try it again. Problem is, if I do it too early, he won't follow the trail, but if I do it too late, I won't be able to get above there in time. There we go. Oh crap, I still gotta do another one, huh? What's the last one? Probably the explosive gel that I already ruined. Is he gonna freeze this one? Probably, right? I wonder, let's see. I get the feeling he's probably gonna freeze that. Yep, and there he goes. Alright, so I did window, I did the grates. Shit, what's the last one? I kind of forget. I hope the only option couldn't have been to do the yeah, it couldn't have been. Oh yeah, he's got that, so I can't sneak up on him. I did the magnet. Shit, I think I might have really screwed myself by missing this blow up the wall one. Oh, wait a minute. Did he not? I got an idea. Batman, jump over that. I love bad game mechanics. I love when that happens. I might be able to get him on this second railing. I'm not positive. Let's see. Yeah, he's got more patience than I do right now. Damn, I might have screwed myself by not hitting that that wall thing, because I do not remember. Could have sworn there was a little thing that would like tell you the different ways you could take them out. All right, let's think here. We did the magnet. We did the grates, we did the windows, we did the sneak behind. Is there another wall I can use anywhere is the question. I don't think there is. That's the only other thing I can think of. Yeah, there's not another wall. Alright, here's what we'll do. I'm gonna let him kill me here, because I want to reset and I want to use this wall properly. So, take your best shot, idiot. Get it over with. Because I can't think of what the other way to do it is. We did magnet, wall, magnet, grates, sneak behind, ledge takedown, well, jump down, takedown. We used the window. Yeah, I really feel like it's that wall that I messed up. Yep, we did the zap trap on the water. Yep, we did that one. I really think it was messing up that explosive gel. The problem was I used all my explosive gel on every wall. I probably should have used it one at a time just in case, so I didn't blow up both walls.
Don't try to take him on in a straight up fight. He's too powerful. Okay, data's ready.
Alright, We'll do the easy ones first, yeah. Let's get him to walk that way. Oops. Hail, bend over. How's it going, brother? Oh, this is one we haven't done. Chillmon, what's going on, brother? Any zombie streams? Possibly. Very possibly. I've been playing quite a bit of Call of Duty Zombies with my buddies, so there's a good chance that happens. Oh, you're just out of range, huh? Get over here. Crash, how's it going, man? Crash, you're a new name in chat. Great to see you. We need a Flash or Superman game. Yeah, I was hoping for years that we'd get one, but instead we got Suicide Squad Killer Justice League. Not quite what we wanted. But I would be 100% game for a 100% game for a proper Justice League and or solo Superman or solo Flash, solo Green Lantern. I mean, you can't make enough superhero games in my opinion. Just you gotta make them good. It's kind of like, you know, a big deal. Alright, let's use the water here. How's things, bend over? Great to see you, man. Alright, can I get you to walk all the way over here? No, you keep doing that. Okay. Well then, let's just do this.
Get off me.
Alright, let's lure him under this thing. Natty says, what about the Superman game from the 2000s? Was it PlayStation or PS2? So there was a couple I can think of. One was kind of more comic book style that I can't remember the name of it, but I remember playing it. And then there was the Superman Returns movie game, which, not for nothing, wasn't a bad attempt at doing a Superman game. It wasn't great, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't a bad oh, for the love of God. But it wasn't a bad attempt. Can you really not hop over that? Well, that just ruined that plan. But yeah, unfortunately, Superman has not gotten justice, no pun intended, justice done right by him in a video game form. Alright, let's see if we can use this window, get this one done with. Crash says, I'm tired of just Batman games. WB has all their characters. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I've always loved DC more than Marvel, just because I love the characters of DC. And there's so much you can do with them in film, TV, movies, whatever. And it just feels like... sorry, not film, TV. Film, TV, and games is what I meant to say. And it just feels like they focus on kind of the same ones all the time. Which, don't get me wrong, like I said, I love Batman. But I would like to play, you know, a Green Lantern game, or a Green Arrow game, or Flash. You know, there's just so many you could do. And I did for a while think we were going to get that with all the references in Arkham Knight to the other superheroes and other cities, but obviously we didn't. Which is a shame. I do believe I heard that James Gunn plans on doing video games with his kind of whole DC universe that is supposedly tying to the movies and all that. We'll see. Sounds ambitious. I think it's difficult enough to make movies connect in the universe, never mind, you know, a whole bunch of other things like games and you know, animated things, whatever else he's planning. So we'll see. I want the best of that universe. I'm just not sure if I have a ton of faith in it as of this moment, at least. All right, let's see if we can get him to walk under here. Where are you?
That will not happen again.
All right, so if we can do this one, which we should be able to, next would be that wall. Outside of the wall, I really can't think of another one. So Crash, I'm not sure how I feel about Superman Legacy yet. I'm cautiously optimistic. I'm still a little bit being a little bit of a baby about not having Henry Cavill, I will say, and I can admit that. I was a big Henry Cavill fan. I am a big Henry Cavill fan, and I was a fan of his Superman, although, you know, I think the movies and things could have been, you know, better. But him as Superman, I really did like. So I just kind of hated the way that all went down. I have made peace with it, and I am interested in giving David Cornsweet a shot at being Superman. But I'm just a little bit concerned about James Gunn being the one in charge of it. I think James Gunn's a pretty good director when he's working in his wheelhouse. I just don't know if Superman is quite in his wheelhouse. But I'm willing to give it a shot. I haven't seen anything I don't like, you know, out of that yet, so that's a good sign. Yes, finally. See? That's all I needed to do the whole time. It was worth the sacrificial life there. But, no, I mean, I like the suit. You know, I don't love the collar on the suit that we've seen, but, you know, the pictures we've seen look okay. I did hear a rumor that he's got a trailer ready to go, so it'll be the first real glimpse of it. But I think the actor does have the look. I don't know much about his acting ability, in total fairness, so I can't judge him there, but he's got the look of Superman. I think the suit looks pretty good, minus the collar. I'm not a huge fan of the collar, and I know we haven't seen it kind of CGI touched up yet, so I know people kind of complained about some of the wrinkles and the way it kind of folds up on him while he's wearing it in the pictures we've seen, but it's criticisms that I think are fair, but for me, a little too early to really dwell on them. I kind of just want to see more of it. I'm willing to be hyped about it, if that's a decent way to put it. So if he shows me something good, I'm willing to be into it and be hyped for it. I'm just kind of just cautiously optimistic at the moment. And I liked his Suicide Squad movie. I liked the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. So I do like him as a director in terms of handling superhero properties. I don't know. Those ones that he's done has, even the Peacemaker show, everything he's done's been a bit kind of like these quirky characters, and they're kind of just obscure, and he's able to kind of do things with them that, you know, I think work for those style of characters. Superman's a different story. Superman's a very different story. That hope, you know, truth, justice, American way type thing. It's I'm interested to see how he handles that.
Please, find my wife.
All right. Well, that took longer than it needed to, so let's go get this cure. What about you, Crash? You know, excited for it? Kind of not sure yet? How you feeling on it? How do I, what's the button to throw it? I was not paying attention to, Crash says, James Gunn will bring respect to Superman in ways Zack Snyder couldn't. Yeah, I do think he's, you know, so I do agree with you. I think Zack Snyder went way too dark with Superman. I did like Man of Steel, to be honest. I thought it was an interesting kind of realistic, grounded way to kind of introduce Superman to a world. I just kind of expected him to become more of that beacon of hope in a lighter kind of tone, and he just really stayed dark with it, which didn't quite work for me throughout all those movies. So I do agree that I think Zack Snyder will already have kind of a leg up on that, so to speak. I mean, not Zack Snyder, excuse me. James Gunn will have a leg up on that, so to speak. But I don't know. I think I just got to see a little bit more, because I just feel like I've never seen James Gunn do that kind of story yet, if that makes sense. You know, he knows how to put heart. He definitely knows how to put heart into a character. I think the way he did Starro in Suicide Squad was so interesting. How, one, to be able to convey that on the screen and get audiences who like don't really know comics and things like that. Like, I went with my wife to see it, and she kind of totally bought into it. In terms of like accepted the idea that this telepathic giant alien starfish was a thing, which was a hard thing to take on. I was impressed to see him kind of do that and have it translate and work for audiences. Well, I know the movie didn't do too well in theaters, but that was because the timing, I think, generally with coming out of 2020. But the way he even humanized that Starro with that little line at the end when they finally defeat him, and he's like something along the lines of like, I was peaceful floating among the stars. It was such like a nice little addition to it, to kind of give him that humanizing thing of like, damn, this alien never wanted to be here. You know, you brought him here, and then this is what happens. And he was fine as he was, type of thing. It was just such like a little human characteristic and a bunch of heart to give a bizarre character. And it worked. So I do think he's good. And you've seen it in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies with Rocket and Groot and all these characters where he can definitely put heart into a movie. I'm just curious how he handles something that's not as quirky and not as obscure, where it's like this true just beacon of hope that doesn't rely on kind of tragedy and sadness to kind of bring heart to the movie. All right, what were we doing here? Sorry, I got a little distracted there, but I love these kind of chats, man. It's the nerd in me loves questions like that and just chatting about it. I do suspect, at the very least, James Gunn's versions will be better than what we got out of the Snyderverse. I think it would be kind of hard to be worse, you know.
Bitch is mine. Don't speak too soon.
We'll be pissed if you what's his face? Snyder had some bad casting too. You know, like I never liked the casting of Flash. I think the Jason Momoa Aquaman thing was cool and a different idea to kind of make Aquaman a little bit more badass after kind of having being a bit of a punching bag for jokes in terms of superheroes for a long time. But I do kind of prefer a more traditional kind of Aquaman, I think, in my personal opinion. You know, I think the Jason Momoa kind of bro guy Aquaman ran itself, you know, a bit thin on people's patience by that second movie. Let's go save Vicky Vale here. So I do think the casting is kind of already better on James Gunn's part. So, and I wouldn't say he was terrible at casting. I did like Henry Cavill as Superman. I did like Ben Affleck as Batman, and I liked Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. So he did have some good hits in casting. Don't get me wrong, but
be safe here for now.
You know, not all of them are great.
And keep out of sight.
Any chance I could get an exclusive? Care to tell Gotham what's going on with your face?
I just ultimately, I think I just hope it's good because I just don't want to see another failed attempt at doing DC movies. You know what I mean? Like,
what do you want?
There's definitely some great Batman movies to pick from the past, but in terms and Superman ones too. Don't get me wrong, Christopher Reeves, of course. But you know, in the modern day of Marvel, haven't had such a success up to Endgame, and then obviously a little bit hit or miss as you go on through phases 4 and now 5. Probably more misses than hits, I think, even if people like some of the misses. But in terms of box office and success like that, they've definitely had more misses than hits. I think that's undeniable. But with them kind of being in this little bit of a lull and trying to repair the Marvel brand, it's a perfect time for DC to come in and say, you know, screw this idea of superhero fatigue. If I give you a good Batman movie, a good Superman movie, a good Flash movie, people are going to show up. Because I do think that's still the case. I think it's more of a bad movie fatigue than it's been superhero fatigue. I think Deadpool and Wolverine just kind of showed that. So it's a prime opportunity for them to step up and just give us the DCU movieverse that we've wanted. But it also starts with just making one good movie first, so let's see. Crash asks, should Batman wear the white eyes and the trunks? And yes, 1,000 times yes. Give me the white eyes. I don't know why they don't do it enough. It looks so good. It looked so good. And Vicky Vale, please stop talking. You're just like speaking in my ear while I'm trying to talk. She's annoying the hell out of me. Yeah, no, Crash, I agree. I think the white eyes looked so good in that armored Batman suit. And just in general, look at Wolverine in the latest, you know, iteration of that when he finally puts on his comic accurate costume. The white eyes look great there too. They look great on Deadpool. Give me the white eyes. I'm not asking for much. Give me the white eyes and make it look cool. That's all. And so I'm kind of hit or miss on the trunks outside of the suit. You know, I'm okay with when they get rid of them, but I also like when they have them. So that one's not as big of a deal for me. If the suit looks good, I'll take it either way. And I do believe they put the trunks back on Superman, if I'm correct, right? I thought I saw those in the images. And we got the trunks in this, right? Yep, trunks in this. So I like the trunks. I got no issue with them. I don't have a super strong opinion on trunks and no trunks, but I do have one for the white eyes and no white eyes. Give me the white eyes. They look so good. Oh, crap. Snipers. Oh, nice. Got a rid of the trophy. But to be honest, at this point, I'm not even as concerned about the costumes because those can always change movie to movie. I'm just more so concerned about make a quality movie. If you can do that, I'll accept, you know, say they make a great movie, but I don't love the costume. I'm fine with that because you can always change the costume, take some feedback from fans and make a better one. To me, it's so important that DC makes this first movie very good. And it can't just be decent like the Robert Pattinson's The Batman, for example. I thought that was a solid movie. Give it about a 6.5. It's got to be better than that for this. It's got to be better than that. I do think, I don't know if you've seen the Penguin show, Crash, but I do think the Penguin show just kind of re-upped people's interest in that Robert Pattinson Batman 2. And might even put it in a better light for people, which isn't always, you know, isn't always the case. And I don't know that it should, you know, I don't think you should just like that movie a little bit more if you didn't like it as much the first time just because the Penguin show is so good. But I do think it's kind of a natural thing where that will happen a bit. Because I know it made me want to rewatch it again. And me and my wife actually sat down to start watching it after we finished the Penguin series. And even we were kind of like, yeah, this movie's a little better than we thought it was. But I also haven't got to the third act yet. And that's kind of where I had more of my issues with the movie. So maybe once I see that for a second time, I won't be as, you know, certain that it's improved the rating. But I also didn't hate the movie. Like I said, I gave it a 6.5. I know a lot of people think the third act was awful. I don't necessarily agree. I think it was maybe a little unnecessary, and it could have been shorter for sure. You could have cut at least 20 minutes, 25 minutes out of that movie. But, you know, I don't think the third act was awful. It just felt a little bit unnecessary. Like, you could have wrapped that up after Falcone, in my opinion. And I'll try not to say more in case anybody hasn't seen it. I don't want to spoil it for them. More fan. Yes. Oh man, Crash, you are speaking my mind, brother. Well, friend. I don't know if you're a brother or sister, but yeah, speak my mind, dude. Yes, more fantastical. Give me proper Batman villains. Don't choose to do Bane and make Bane a normal person. If you're gonna do Bane, make him the size of the Hulk, for Christ's sake. You know, don't water them down and try to ground it. I'm so sick of grounded Batman. Stop grounding Batman. He doesn't have to be grounded. Come on, let me answer this. Oh, no, I pressed the wrong button. Yeah, stop grounding him. Give me proper Batman villains. Give me a Clayface. Give me Solomon Grundy. Give me a proper Bane. I don't want these... You know, and don't get me wrong, I think it worked for Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight. I'm not a huge fan of The Dark Knight Rises, to be honest. It's fine. But, you know, the grounded take on him in The Dark Knight was brilliant. The more grounded take of Ra's al Ghul in The League of Assassins, or League of Shadows, in the first one, Batman Begins, was also good. But it was once he got to the choice of using Bane and just completely changing what Bane is, was like, this isn't really working for me. And you can't just do a, my dog's barking here. And you can't just do a, you know, funny voice and think that that's going to be enough for me to accept the character as Bane. Nope, I'm going to mute for 1 second because my dog is barking and I don't want him to be over the microphone here. Give me 1 minute, chat. Okay, I think we're good here. He's napping again. But yeah, no, I agree, man. A more fantastical Batman, you know? And the sad part is I thought we were going to get some of that from Zack Snyder's version with him going up against Superman and just being in the same world with a Superman versus all these other movies where he's kind of been on his own and no other heroes exist. I thought that's what they were going for. It just, they could never get the train on the tracks long enough and in the right direction to get us that far. What do we want to upgrade here? Let's see. We've done a little bit of the suit, so let's maybe look at... Ooh, let's do that. But that is one thing I think James Gunn will do. I think he is going to give a more... I get you really used the right word, fantastical. I do think he's going to put Batman in a more fantastical world and give us some of those real supervillains. And I think it'll be cool to have the Robert Pattinson, counter universe too, where it's a little bit more grounded, in case that is more your style of Batman. Because I know, for some people, once the superhero stuff, and again, this is the more casual superhero fan, right? But I know a lot of people who like the Dark Knight movies get a little bit turned off by, some of the Marvel movies because they're so fantastical and they prefer that grounded thing. Are they the main comic, fan or superhero fan audience? Probably not, but they're part of the masses and they have their spot in the box office too. So, I think that's why they probably want to keep two versions of it going on, which I'm cool with. Like I said, as long as the movies are good, I don't care. I really do think that superhero fatigue is more about bad movie fatigue than anything else. I'm not saying there's not some superhero fatigue, because there definitely is. Every genre in Hollywood ends up reaching a point of, its limit in terms of popularity and how much the fans and audiences want it. Look at Westerns. Westerns were such a thing for so long, and then all of a sudden, Westerns just aren't really made anymore type of thing. So everything's got its phase in Hollywood, don't get me wrong. But like I said, if you make a good superhero movie with good characters people like, they'll still come and fill the theaters. Deadpool Wolverine's a perfect example. Crash says, I feel like Zack Snyder ruined the DC characters. You don't kill Superman in the second movie and you don't make a Batman. Yeah, no, I agree there. He just went too dark with it. Like, you didn't need to do the Dark Knight Returns story or a version of it and the death of Superman in the same movie. That was silly. There was no reason to do both of those at once. You were trying to put too much food on your plate, and you basically, dropped the ball on the whole thing because of it. There really was no need to do that. Hey, Daily. How you doing? Thank you for stopping by. But no, I agree. He, choosing to kill Superman in the second movie was a crazy choice, and it was just unnecessary because it waters down the importance of that anyways, because it's like second movie, you're already killing Superman. I know you plan on doing a franchise with this character, or at least they did until it got, stopped, but it's like, so I know he's coming back. And of course, if you're a comic fan or a superhero fan, obviously you know that too. But even for the audience goer who isn't, like, they see Superman die in the second movie, like, well, that can't possibly last because you done 2 movies with the guy. Of course you're going to want to do more. So it was just a silly thing that was for some kind of effect that I don't think ever really translated to the audience. But then Batman, making him... I was okay with the idea of making him kind of so beaten down by Gotham that he was even more brutal in terms of the way he takes down the villains. Like, I thought the branding thing was an interesting idea, an interesting concept. And just the general brutality of him, as he was feared in Gotham was interesting. So I'm like, okay, he's really ruthless at this point. Like, he is worn down by the loss of, I would say Jason Todd, but I do think I heard that Zack Snyder was actually going to have that be Dick Grayson, who was the Robin that was killed instead, which was, again, a weird choice. If it's true, I'm not sure. I think it was something I had read. But regardless, I could see the loss of Robin, the never-ending crime in Gotham, the years of being there and it just not getting better, wearing him down to the point where he's more brutal. I like that concept, and I like the idea that, him finally realizing the importance of Superman would bring more hope to him and in terms of, changing Gotham and the world for the better. But once you start having them just blatantly, end people, that was like, yeah, you're kind of really going against Batman's #1 rule, man. And it's not a creative choice that works. And I don't know if you've ever heard this, Crash. There was an interview he did of like, it was some like panel thing he did where he was kind of on stage with a few people and they were asking him questions. And one of the questions like, how do you respond to people saying, you know, my Batman doesn't kill and my Batman doesn't use guns and all that? And he goes on this like quick little rant of trying to explain it, and it's absolute nonsense. Like, none of it makes any sense. So he just kind of did it, in my opinion. I don't even know that he can articulate why he did it. The one time I saw him try to, it made zero sense. So I think it was just a creative choice he wanted to try to tell a different Batman story, and it just got rejected by audiences because it's not Batman. That one rule is very important to the character. Whether he likes it or not, it is. And those are the types of things I think James Gunn will respect more just out of the gate. So, like you said, I do think he has a great chance at really kind of blowing what Zack Snyder did out of the water. The problem is the Snyderverse didn't set the bar incredibly high. So it's like, you know, let's just say the Snyderverse was a 5 out of 10. It's like landing on a 6 or a 7 out of 10 isn't quite enough either, James Gunn. Like, I need you to be up at like an 8. I need you to really knock this out of the park.
I'm sorry to have to break it to you, but I don't think that even you will be able to get in here.
Oh, shut up, Joker.
Oh, this is getting too emotional.
Oh, does he talk about it on a Rogan podcast? Interesting. I'll have to check that out. I'm curious.
You're dying out there.
I do have a hard time listening to him talk, though, because it sounds like he just talks in circles sometimes. And I'm just like, dude, what the hell are you talking about, Snyder?
The furnace is generating too much heat.
Angel, how you doing, Angel? Great to see you. I'm not sure what that means, Angel, but appreciate you stopping by, man.
I'm assuming you want the most dangerous route possible.
Why change things now?
Yeah, I'll have to. I'm interested to hear about that. I'll have to see if I can find that little excerpt from the Rogan podcast on that.
I'll mark it on your map.
I wasn't listening to you, Barbara. Sorry. What am I doing here? Oh, we're going this way. Oh, I actually remember this. We got to kind of take out all these guys first.
Really coming? Oh, Batman? Of course he is. Nah, I reckon Freeze.
Snipers first, of course.
Really? Yeah.
And for the record, Crash, I don't really have anything against Snyder. I know he can be pretty polarizing. He's got a very, very passionate fan base, especially as it pertains to the Snyderverse. And then I know he's got a lot of people who really, really aren't fans of his work. He's been very hit or miss for me in his career. No, Angel, this is still just the regular story mode. I do plan on doing Harley's Revenge, and I thought there was a Catwoman DLC too, if I'm right. If I'm wrong, I don't know, but I will do probably some of the DLC once we get through the main story, though, for sure. Oh, shoot, I just lost my train of thought there. Yeah, there is a Catwoman, right? Thought so. But oh yeah, about Zack Snyder. So his movies are pretty hit or miss for me. Lately, it's been a lot more miss, Crash. But like, I do like 300. I think that was a good movie. I like Dawn of the Dead. I think that was another good movie. I did like Man of Steel. I thought it was an interesting take to kind of put Superman in a little bit more of a realistic, like, what if this guy actually existed on Earth type of thing, and how people would respond to it. Is it a perfect movie? No, but I did like it. I thought it would go a different direction after that, though, which it obviously didn't, and I didn't love Batman vs. Superman. Although I didn't mind the Batman vs. Superman extended cut. It's still not a great movie, but it makes it a little bit better to kind of watch. But the rest of the Snyderverse was garbage to me. I really couldn't get into it. Even the Snyder Cut Justice League, when I first watched it, I think I liked it better than I really did, just because it was like, finally we got to see it, and just out of the sheer curiosity of what that would be. But I've never gone back to watch it again, which kind of tells me, like, yeah, maybe I didn't like it as much as I thought I did. Angel says he didn't like the Snyderverse. Yeah, no, fair enough. I think a lot of people didn't, to be honest with you, Angel, and I think that's why we don't have any more of it, and why they've shifted to James Gunn. So, fair enough there. I think you've got the majority take for sure. There were bits and pieces I could pluck out of it that I liked, but on the whole, it was not good. Like, I liked Wonder Woman. I thought that was a fine movie. Not that that was really him, but no, I didn't like the Flash Crash. One, I hated the casting. I don't think he's a good actor. I don't think he was the right actor for Barry Allen. Sorry, you guys will find out if you continue to watch me stream at any point in the future. I'm a terrible multitasker, so once I start talking, I always forget that I'm actually playing a game. But yeah, I didn't like the Flash movie much. It just relied too much on the multiverse, and not even so much the multiverse as much as the look what we've got. We've got Michael Keaton back. We've got this cameo, that cameo, this digital bringing to life somebody who's passed away, which was super creepy, by the way. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of it, unfortunately. I wanted to like it because I love the Flash. It's one of my favorite heroes in general, but especially DC. But I couldn't get into it. Oh, see, Angel, we were just talking about the Matt Reeves, the Batman movie. I liked it. Honestly, oh, shit. I wasn't paying attention again. Yeah, let's just drop smoke to clear that. I did like it. I gave it about like a 6.5. I think it's a little too long. I think the third act just goes on too much. I think you really could have probably ended the movie and kind of cleaned it up if you just did something with the Riddler after the Falcone stuff. I don't want to get too specific in case people haven't watched it yet, because I know the new Penguin series is maybe driving some new viewers to go watch that movie for the first time. But I think there was a lot of good in it. I think foundationally it set the stage for a solid Batman universe that you can do a lot with, which we're already seeing with the Penguin series. But I think they nailed the detective side of Batman in that too. I think it was the best we've seen it on screen in live action. Let's see if we can do... Oh, shoot. I just used a smoke pellet. Actually, no. If these guys are all up here, can I just walk through the door? Oh, I forgot these ones were there. We'll do that again. Yeah, no, like I was saying, sorry, I'm rambling here. But no, I like that one, Angel. It's not a perfect movie, but I thought it was solid. Foundationally, it sets the stage for a good Batman universe you can do a lot with. Probably would have chopped about 20 minutes or so out of the movie, though, personally. It's 3 hours is a long movie, man. You're asking a lot of an audience to sit and watch a 3-hour movie. Probably a little bit more than you really should be. But I do think there's a lot of potential. I think we just found out, too, after the close of the Penguin series, that October 2026... I think he's gonna be looking at releasing the next one, so that'll be cool. Maybe he does a long Halloween movie with it being October 2026 release date. That would be pretty awesome. Lion L the Prince, how you doing, man? Another new name in chat. Great to see you, dude. Says, shit, look, Nerd Takes is at my house. Is this your area here, Prince? You prefer Prince, Lion? You can go with either one. You let me know. Sorry, let me just try to get through this quick little part here, and I'll read that next chat, because I do want to actually talk about that casting as well, but I also don't want to bore you guys with me just standing on a rooftop. So let me see if I can get through this part real quick. We got this guy here. 2 of them armed. Let's do this. Alright, let's get out of here before they shoot me. Oh, I did not know that other guy was there. Whoops. Sloppy. Gotta be a little bit better here. Be Batman. 1 and 2. Oh, you know what I have is my disruptor. So why don't we use that on these guys?
See him?
Alright, now we'll glide kick both of them.
What?
I don't think these guys can get to me quick enough, so let's do this. Oh shit, he could get there quick enough. Why don't we take both those guns? I don't think you guys need them. All right, there we go. Sorry, just needed a little focus there. Yeah, that what do you call it? That bringing back Christopher Reeve stuff in CGI for that was just crazy, man. I agree. I think it was incredibly disrespectful. I'm curious who they got permission from. I mean, if it's family, maybe, I guess that's okay. I still think it's weird, to be honest, but if a family tells you, okay, do it, that's one thing. I don't even know if they got that permission. I'm just assuming they must have asked somebody, but who knows when it comes to Hollywood. But yeah, it was disrespectful in my personal opinion. I wouldn't have done it. Oops, sorry, let me just take care of these guys too. How did Warner Brothers think Ezra Miller was going to be a good Flash? Yeah, I mean, dude, it's like, he's not a good actor. If you've ever seen him in anything, I've only seen him in one other movie, and I believe it was the, is it the Stanford maybe? I think Stanford Prison Project. It's actually an interesting movie based on a true story of a very strange experiment that was tried at a college once. And even in that, he just feels like he's like the same kind of just like, he's got that same energy. So he just acts kind of the same way. He's just very all over the place and just kind of like almost like over hyper. I don't know. It just doesn't work in general for me in any roles that I've seen him in, which in fairness hasn't been much because I'm not a fan of the actor or the person. But, oops, wrong button. But yeah, as Barry Allen, like you guys thought he was going to be Barry Allen? Crazy to me. Absolutely crazy to me. Superman was only in the Snyder Cut for like 10 minutes. To be honest, Cash, I can't even like remember how much he was even in it. Or like not how much he was in it, how much more he was added from the theatrical cut. Because like he wasn't obviously in it much in the theatrical cut either. And I feel like he still wasn't in the Snyder Cut. It was just done a little bit differently. Bendover says the Flush. Yeah, that's not a bad name for that one. How do I throw the... what's the quick throw for these things? I forget. You know, we're not going to bother with that. It's moving a little slower, but I'm actually going to let it go slow so I can read chat real quick. Angel says, I hope so, or else it will forever be the worst DC movie ever. I know Batman and Robin exist, but The Flash sucks. Yeah, it was garbage. I will say it was cool to see Michael Keaton back as Batman. Obviously, you know, fan of him in the role. I thought it was cool, but it wasn't enough to make that movie good, not by any means. And it was cool to kind of see him play Batman with more technology in terms of what film's able to do nowadays versus 1989. So yeah, like that part of it was cool, but outside of that, there's nothing about that movie I liked. You know what I hated about that movie actually? One, the CGI was total trash, but the idea of the Speed Force and how they chose to kind of represent him running through it as like this stadium dome thing that was like multiple versions of people around him all changing into different universes, and it was strange and it looked awful. The CGI in that version of that depiction of the Speed Force is awful. Like some of the worst I've ever seen. I've never seen CGI that bad in a movie with that kind of budget that had that kind of reshoots and that long to come out. Like, whoa, dude, what the hell were you guys doing all this time? And what did you do with all that money? Oh, I will read the next chat as soon as I clear this room. I am not playing great today. I think I'm a little fried from work. I'm sloppy as hell. My reflexes aren't sharp. I swear if you watch my other streams, my gameplay is much better. I'm a little fried today, I think. Long ass day. But still get a chance to play some video games, so I can't really complain. Am I excited? Oh yeah, we've been talking a little bit about that, Noah. By the way, Noah, thanks for stopping by. You're another new name in chat. Getting some new names. This is fantastic. Appreciate all you guys stopping by the channel. No, we've been talking. This is actually kind of how this conversation started. Noah was just talking about the James Gunn universe. I was saying I'm kind of cautiously optimistic. I am See, you guys, I can't. I'm a horrible multitasker. I'm cautiously optimistic. I have some faith in James Gunn, the director, especially when it comes to superhero movies. I don't think he's done a bad thing yet. Between the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, the Suicide Squad movie, and I even enjoyed Peacemaker enough to say that I would say it was a success for him. So I have a lot of faith in him in dealing with superhero properties. My only concern with him taking on Superman as a character is that he's just very different from the kind of B, C, D-list characters, obscure characters that he's been able to kind of take and make into quirky, likable, you know, people with a lot of heart and character to them, even if they're not always the best kind of people type of stuff. So I think it'll be interesting to see him take on Superman, who's just like a pure beacon of hope, truth, justice, the American way type of thing. I'm not saying he can't do it. I'm just very like interested to see how he does it, because I've never seen him take that on before.
You and your boss. Look out, it's the bat.
Oh, I wish I went with the other guy first. Didn't realize I wouldn't be able to finish that. Alright, let's separate here, because I am just not getting clean combat. Start with you. 2 and 3, get you on the ground. Punch you in the face. Knock you out. And there we go. See, sometimes you just gotta pay a little attention. Not always my strong suit. Angel says, dude, he said, oh, sorry, Bendover says The Flush, which is a great name for that movie. And Angel says, he said, no matter how much money or drugs he takes, he will never play as Batman again. Sorry, who am I thinking of? Who are we talking about there, Angel? My attention span, my short attention span just kicked in. Is that Michael Keaton? I hope that's not from Michael Keaton. I wouldn't blame him, though. After being in a bad Batman movie, after being in a bad Flash movie, and then having that Batgirl movie be totally canceled, and all the work he would have put into that one's kind of like, damn, that must have been a pretty crushing blow. Because like you put away that character for so long, you finally get convinced to take him off the shelf and get back into it. Why can't I punch this guy? Oh, here we go. You know, you finally take the character off the shelf. Okay, we are talking Michael. Right. No, I don't blame him. You finally take him off the shelf. He's been on the shelf for 30 years or however long it had been since he did, you know, the 92's Batman. And then the very first project you do gets canned after it's been filmed, made, and ready to be basically released to audiences. The new boss of WB comes in and just cans it. That must have sucked. And do I think that movie was going to be good? No, probably not. And if they were willing to cancel it like that after it was made and just take the money loss on it, it kind of tells me it probably wasn't very good. So fair enough in terms of the decision to do that. But I can still understand why Michael Keaton would have been pissed as an actor. And then the one he does get out to the public is that crappy Flash movie. And it's like, I hope he does realize I think for the most part, I can only speak for myself, but I do think most fans enjoyed him in that. I would say most fans would even say it was probably the only good part of that movie. So I do hope he knows that and, you know, can appreciate, or knows that we appreciated seeing him come back to it. But I'm sure it's not enough for him to ever want to suit up again. And I don't blame him, you know. He's only getting older. He must have got a bag and a half for showing up in that movie. I can only imagine what they paid him. So, you know, if I'm him, I would say, you know, screw you, WB. I'm not doing that again. That's twice now you screwed me. The first movie you canceled. The second movie you put me in was a piece of crap. I wouldn't want to do it again.
I've hacked into the council CCTV. The council members are coming back.
What's this little one? Why would they put this here if I don't need it?
They're telling Strange that they're disappointed in him. That they never believed Protocol 10 would need to be activated.
But they gave.
Oh, I know what I'm supposed to do in this room now that I think of it. Cash, you are hyped for the new DCU Batman. Yeah, hey, nothing wrong with that, man. I think I actually trust James John. I was just gonna say his name back. I'll flip the letters. James Gunn. I do think he'll do better with. Well, not do better. I have a little bit more kind of blind faith in him handling Batman than I do Superman. Superman's just very specific in terms of I mean, it's specific, but it's also not. Like, he just has to be a beacon of hope. That's it, a beacon of hope. Don't have him brooding. You want somebody to brood, let Batman brood. Just make him a pure beacon of hope. Look at the Superman and Lois TV show. I've only seen the first season, and I'm going to continue watching it because I actually have enjoyed catching up on it and, well, watching it for the first time and finding out the quality of show it's been. But I like that actor that's playing Superman in that show. He gets it. He gets it. The show gets it. It's a good interpretation of Batman. That's all you got to do. It's nothing crazy. But it does have to be that pinnacle of hope. Angel says, how did Joker survive being poisoned for a year? But when Batman... Yeah, good. That is a great point, Angel. Of all the times I've beaten this game, I have never thought of that. Literally not once. He says, maybe it's not the Titan poison that's killing Bruce. Maybe it's the result of a bad blood transfusion. Maybe. That would be some little, extra bit of headcanon to throw in there. Alright, let's get this done. I really appreciate you guys all stopping by, man. I am loving this conversation. I could do nerd talk all day long. And I just appreciate you guys spending some time here, because I know everybody's time is valuable, so spending some time with me, watching me play Batman is truly a blessing. I appreciate that. Well, it's a blessing for me. For you guys, I'm not so sure if it is or not, but nah, it's a blessing for me to think that people want to watch me play a video game, man. It's a lot of fun. I wish, and maybe James Gunn will do it. Maybe he's finally the one who's smart enough to realize this is what people want, but I wish they would just adapt these 3 stories from the Arkham games. Give me an Arkham movie adaptation. Oh my god. Start with Asylum, work your way through. Easy. Too easy. But, we'll see. It doesn't have to be, note for note either. Make your changes, make it a little different, make it something, so it's not exactly the same, because we have already seen these stories, but I think that would be really cool. I'm also a huge fan of these games, though, so that might just be my bias. I do feel like it's easy, though. The story's right there for you. And the passionate fan base, too. But that's the thing. I once heard somebody say the quote that I've always loved about fan bases and passionate fan bases is a lot of the times people, studio heads and all that who make these movies, they purchase these things or get these ideas of, oh, we'll do a movie on this. People love that, right? And it's like, oh, we've got a built-in fan base because people love Lord of the Rings or people love Batman, Spider-Man, whatever it may be. And, I think the quote from the person who said it was something along the lines of, I think these companies, when they get these properties and these IPs and they want to do these stories, they assume that they're purchasing and buying a passionate fan base. But what they're really purchasing and buying is a passionate set of critics that you have to end up pleasing. And I thought that was such a brilliant way to put that I hadn't considered before. I had kind of felt that way about it, but I was never able to articulate it that perfectly. And I thought it was brilliant. I've held on to that quote ever since because I thought it was just such a good way to put it. We as fans, we're passionate and we love stuff and we will show up to stuff. But whether or not we like it after we've shown up is an entirely different story. And if you give us enough stuff that is bad and shows, proves to be either disrespectful to source material or just not even close to what we want, then soon enough we're not going to show up anymore. And you can't blame us for that. Warner Bros. Canceled the Batman Beyond game and 2 Batman Beyond movies that have the same animation. Oh, that would have been so awesome. I loved Terry McGinnis and those stories. I would have loved that. Oh, you dumb idiot. I forgot this lady was there. Yeah, no, I would have loved some Batman Beyond games and movies, to be honest with you. I thought we were going to get it because we got the Batman Beyond suit. I believe in this game, actually. But nope. Another rumored but canceled project. And I mean, Angel, how perfect would it have been if they do a Batman Beyond movie with Michael Keaton as old Bruce and he's bringing in a Terry McGinnis? I mean, For the love of Batman, it's easy, guys. Just do this. That's $1 billion right there.
You look terrible.
That's at least an $800 million movie. If it's good. If it's good. That's at least an $800 million movie in terms of box office success. I mean, come on. But here we are. And that's not like any groundbreaking original idea. I know many people have said that and thought of that before because it's that easy. I mean, you already have an old Batman that people know and love. Why wouldn't they have done that?
I mean, look at me. I'm gorgeous.
But I don't know, man. I don't know who makes these decisions in these studios.
It's a freaking miracle.
I could venture to guess that it's not fans of the IPs, that's for sure.
Thank God, man. I mean, who the hell wants Harley in charge?
All right, can I disrupt this guy's minds before he even uses... Oh, crap.
There you are, Bat. Get over here.
Oh, I hate those night vision guys.
I lost them. We gotta find them now. I've got the door.
I see what
Yeah, they really put these things in bad spots. I can't really get any of those. Let's get this guy first.
What about now?
But yeah, canceling a couple Batman Beyond video games and animated movies is just a stupid idea. I like the animation style of those Spider-Verse movies too. I think it's really cool. Something different, you know? It feels comic book too, so
Wake up, man. Come on. Wake up.
that would have been an awesome thing. The good thing is we always have the,
How's he doing?
you know, the original series to go back to. I've been recently rewatching Batman the Animated Series for the I don't even know how many times, just because it's so damn good and it's timeless. It's classic. I can never get enough of that. And I actually started rewatching it again when they made that new version of it that Bruce Tim... Oh, I'm going to have to redo this because this guy's definitely going to shoot me. When Bruce Timm just did that new one for Amazon, I started watching it again because I watched like the first 2 episodes of that and was just like
See what you're doing.
not into it because it's, in my personal opinion, it's not very good. If anybody in chat likes it, you know, by no means let my opinion influence yours. But I didn't really care for it, so I went right back to the originals just because it's so damn good.
Where did he go?
Crash says, do you need to read Batman comics to be a Batman and Flash fan? No, not at all, man. To be honest, most of my superhero love and fandom comes from outside of the comics. So much of my growing up was, you know, as a 90s kid, growing up with all these different animated series for, like I was just saying, Batman the Animated Series, Superman, the Justice League series, Justice League Unlimited. You had the 90s X-Men series, the 90s Spider-Man series. A lot of my, if not, I would actually honestly say the majority of my superhero love and knowledge comes from outside of comic books. I'm not a huge comic book reader. I've fallen in love with superheroes over my life, but not at all from reading the comics. I respect the hell out of the comics and the true source material, but I am in no means a huge comic, you know, or hugely knowledgeable in terms of comics. That's for sure. My love for them comes from things like this, these video games, cartoons from back in the day, movies, all this other stuff. So no, I wouldn't say you have to read the comics to be a fan. I think it's just another medium where you can expand your fandom into if you choose to. Which is something I've actually been meaning to do a lot more lately, is start to buy some back issues to just really get a feel for even more Batman, because you can only watch some of the stuff I've watched already so many times, seeing as I already have watched them so many times and played all these games and stuff. So I myself want to start getting into some back issues just to continue to expand my fandom. I would say, too, just in general, man, you know, nothing... You decide how you be a fan. You know, there's... Oh, shit. I did not know that mine was there. You decide how you be a fan, you know? Nobody... Don't let anybody tell you you have to... Oh, you haven't watched this or you haven't read this. You're not a big enough fan. Screw that. Who cares? You don't get to tell me how much of a fan I am of something. So I would never worry about that. And that's my general rule on anything. So, no, you never have to worry about stuff like that, man. Be a fan however you're a fan. There's nothing wrong with that. If you ever choose to start reading some, I'm sure there's a bunch of stuff you would find and love. And if you choose not to, hey, no big deal. You can love what you already love.
Of course she did. I mean, look at me. I'm gorgeous.
All right. Let me see if I can put a little focus so you guys watching me be terrible at this game because I can't pay attention. Let me just breeze through this real quick.
Who the hell wants Harley in charge? Between you and me,
First, let's get rid of these guys because I hate the guy with the mines. Oh, I was not expecting that. Okay, so we're gonna do that again because I keep forgetting the guy's got night vision right underneath me on that
supposed
thing.
to be up on your feet and trying to stop.
So, when it comes to Batman vs. Superman, I always say, I was able to enjoy parts of it. I enjoy the director's cut version or extended cut version of it better because I think it fills in some of the crappy holes that the theatrical cut had, which that's a whole other side conversation about why Zack Snyder can't seem to make a regular length movie and he always needs these extra cuts. That's a topic for another day. But I was able to enjoy that one enough. But I do admit that I don't think it's a good movie. You know, I've always said you can like movies and know that they're not necessarily good movies, but they're fun. You know, it's a fun watch. Turn your brain off for a little bit and just enjoy the ride. I think I loved the interpretation of Batman, the way he fought in that movie. Like that warehouse scene, I think is brilliant. It feels like it's right out of this game. You know, so there were some things I definitely liked about it. So I say that I can enjoy that movie, but I definitely don't think it's a good movie either, if that makes sense. I think both those things can be true. Alright, for once, the night vision guy didn't see me.
Where the hell did he get smoke from?
I swear I'm not as terrible at this game as I've looked this session. I think I'm just a little bit fried and not paying enough attention. This is actually my favorite game, believe it or not. You wouldn't be able to tell because of how bad I'm playing tonight, but I've beaten this game more times than I've beaten any game, and it's probably my favorite game of all time.
show yourself, Jack.
I absolutely adore it.
He was actually telling the truth. The mines don't blow us up. Cool.
Let's see. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. Everybody's armed.
Good luck.
I don't
Find a position.
think these guys will get to me in time if I hit him, but I don't think I want to run the risk.
Where did he go?
Let's see here. I think for me, Crash, there were worse movies in the Snyderverse than that one. Why did I not get to... Oh, this game's mechanics are kind of clunky sometimes. I wasn't able to do a silent takedown because he was in the middle of placing a mine. Didn't realize that. I think there was worse movies, though, in the Snyderverse than Batman vs. Superman. I'm sure some people would disagree with that because I know a lot of people hate that movie. But like the Justice League theatrical cut, to me, was significantly worse.
That's funny, man.
That thug's armed with proximity mines.
Yeah, I know, Bruce. We've already gone through this 3 times. Let me try to take these guys out, would you?
I'll cover the door.
What? He's back.
I am being absolutely trash right now. Talk about just tired. All right, 1, 2, 3. We got 4. All right, we can do this.
Oh, you want to hide in the dark? Good luck.
And somehow it let me do that one when I was a mile away from him. Go figure.
Where did he go?
Just got to make sure they can't get up to me right away. See how easy this should be? And I just keep making it about as difficult as I can.
This is no good. He won't wake up.
This is all I had to do. Simple.
What's wrong?
I mean, that really goes to show you the importance of focus.
You took out those idiots like a man who hasn't only got hours left to live. Well done.
Oh my god, I almost just lost it not paying attention. What about you, Crash? What's your take on Batman vs Superman?
I hear you, buddy. How's it going in there anyway? It's all good. In position, room's mine. I see Batman. Boom! I'll be right. The Joker looks like he's getting ready for war.
Let's see here. I know I'm supposed to hide behind like a minecart or something. Oh, wouldn't you know? I didn't know that would work like that. I'm like 90% positive I'm supposed to hide behind a minecart because there's the sniper in this. Oh yes. I gotta go up here actually. It's all coming back to me. Oh, it's not a minecart, it's just a box.
That mine must have a fault.
Alright, let's sneak around the corner here, and then we'll get out. Let's make sure we don't hit a mine, too, because one mine will kill me.
No way is Batman getting across.
Yeah, that warehouse fight scene was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And I liked the fight between Batman and Superman. I thought it was very reminiscent of The Dark Knight Returns, which is a great comic and a great animated movie as well. So if you don't want to read the comic, I highly recommend checking out that animated movie. Oh, Holly, what's going on? But yes, the warehouse fight scene I think is brilliant. In general, I think there's a lot of good that they do with Batman in that movie, but they undercut it by having him, you know, kill people with guns and stuff on his Batmobile and all that. It just, the good they did was undercut by the few small choices of doing that. That just, it was small in terms of scenes, but it was massive in terms of changes to the character. But yeah, no, that fight was cool. I would argue that I don't necessarily hate the, you know, final fight with Doomsday in that movie as much as I hate that it was in that movie, if that makes sense. So it's like, I don't think it was bad if you're watching it. I think it was an interesting and kind of fun to watch fight scene and all that. And even the way they did Superman's death, I thought was interesting. It's just, it didn't need to be in that movie. It was too soon to do that. You were doing way too many stories at once. You're trying to do Dark Knight Returns and the death of Superman all at once, and that was a bad choice, plain and simple. Arrowverse was more successful than Snyderverse. I mean, honestly, probably. When you look at, like, so the unfortunate thing for the CW is it never made a cent in terms of a company, even with the success of the Arrowverse, especially more so in the earlier years of the Arrowverse. I know kind of by the end of it, people were kind of tired of it and didn't love some of the things they were doing. But even with the success of, like, the first two seasons of of Arrow, the first two seasons of Flash, the introduction of Legends of Tomorrow, I think had a pretty strong first season. And then, obviously, they started just doing more and more from there. But even with those really successful first few seasons, the company itself never made any money. But that has to do with the company. That doesn't have to do with those shows. They were successful shows, at least for a while. I don't know how they ended in terms of by the end of it all, but I'm curious if I can use this. I can. Perfect. Oh, they know I'm here. Give me 1 second and I'll finish that thought on the Arrowverse. I just want to make sure I don't die here because I have like one hit to give. But yeah, no, the Snyderverse, I don't know how much money it made, like whatever, even if it ended up being profitable by the end of it by some small margin, the legacy it left behind in terms of fans' appreciation for it is a failure. You know, you've got at best, and I mean at best, a very, very split opinion on it. Like I said earlier, the people who are passionate Snyder and Snyderverse fans, they may love it, but you have equally passionate fans who absolutely hate it. So at best, you could call it a split fan base, and I venture to guess it's really not a 50-50 split. I think more people dislike it than like it, hence why Warner Brothers decided to just kind of can the whole thing and go with the James Gunn verse. I don't know why I'm struggling getting his name out today. So yeah, I think even if it made money, it wasn't a success in terms of legacy. I would be hard pressed to find somebody who would argue, or not hard pressed to find somebody who would argue it. I'd be hard pressed to think somebody could convince me that it was, is probably the better way to say that, because I know some people will make the argument that it was successful. Oh, I did not know I was already at this part. I thought this was a little later in the game. I literally played this game. I'm almost concerned about my memory. I played this game literally countless times. I've lost count of how many times I've beaten this game. But I actually just played it this year, back when Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League came out and nobody liked it and everybody kind of went back to these games. So what was that, like February? I don't know, like 8-9 months ago? And I've already forgotten so much about it again. It's almost alarming.
There's nothing you can teach me, Joker.
I think we'll try to beat this boss fight, and then I'll probably have to call the stream a wrap for now, because I'm about to hop on a friend's channel, Nerdy Neo. We're doing a stream of top 5 favorite video game movies. That's going to be at 9:30 Eastern, so it's 8:30 for me now. So I'm going to try to get through this fight just so we can have a clean break point for the stream. And then I'm going to have to just eat a little bit of food and get ready for that one too. So let's see if we can beat Joker here real quick.
Hang on. Did I say me? I meant me and these guys.
Yeah, I know. You got an army. You always have an army. I don't really need to focus on him because I can't actually beat him till everybody's clear anyways. Oh, we've got an Abramovich.
Not like he couldn't use one.
Hold still while I pound your face into the dirt.
How come I didn't do the knockout there? Could have sworn I did the 3 dodges. We're actually getting some clean gameplay here, so figures by the end of the stream is when I finally wake up. Oh, and I spoke too soon. Classic. You know, we should be using him to our advantage. Ah, shit. I am not paying attention to him. I really need to. And these knife guys. Oh shit, I forgot a Titan comes down too. Alright, we're not worried, Just kind of forgot. I do have to keep an eye on him because of that right there. He's gonna throw people at me.
You're not going to reach the Joker. I will stop
I don't know why it's not letting me do the knockout on him. Let's see if we can use you to hit this. Is it Abramovich? I think that's what it is. Abramovich twin? Jump, jump, jump. Oh, Batman, pay attention. Let's get away from these two big guys for a second. Let's take you one-on-one. Of course. Come on. Come on, get the train out. Get the track out. Oh, no. Let's see. Come on, hit this guy. Joker, can you piss off for a second, dude? Just got to keep all three of them in my line of sight at once. There we go. So we don't have to worry about you. And now we don't have to worry about Joker's knife. Piss off, Joker. Oh, wow. Talk about the skinny of teeth. Oh, I almost said it too soon. I almost just got punched by him because I took my hands off the controller. There we go. Easy enough. See ya, buddy.
What are you waiting for?
I will say the Joker reveal at the end of this game totally caught me by surprise. I really love the way they told this story.
Any last requests?
In the off chance somebody in chat hasn't played this game, I won't spoil it, and I'll let us get to it through the natural progression of the game. But for those of you who have played the game, you know what I'm talking about, and I did really love that.
I represent the great Ra's al Ghul, head of the demon, master of the League of Assassins.
Well, bully for you.
Free Batman, and we will give you
Oh, Angel, I didn't see your comment earlier. I was just getting a chance to read chat. That was a great point. Angel had said there's no excuse for saying making a Flash game is too hard because of the speed, because Sonic is right there. That is a great point. That is a fantastic point, and I fully agree.
Do we have a deal?
You can't tell me speed-based games are tough because we've seen one character literally be a speedster
We offer
for decades, since his inception, or the inception of his games rather.
Are we not done yet?
Oh,
Ivy?
what a perfect time to
told
break,
you that
because when
game
we
with the
start up the
flowers
next
wasn't
stream, we'll
my
be doing
fault.
some
You know it, I know
Catwoman
it.
missions.
You should have watered them. You said you would water them. Now there's only one.
Oh, nobody
left
ever
in
remembers to water
Spring
people's
Desert,
plants, Ivy.
sealed in his vault.
Come on now.
In that case, I think we can strike a deal. I need a way into his vault, and I think you're just the girl to help. If you get me in there, I'll get your plant. Deal?
Why does she have her arms crossed?
I should kill you.
I suppose the only other option is have him hang above her head, so fair enough.
No kiss? I'm kind of disappointed.
Out now.
All right, awesome. That's a clean spot to make a break for this stream. So I'm going to end it here, guys, because I do have to get ready to hop on another stream in about an hour. Again, that's my buddy Nerdy Neo's channel. So if you're interested, stop by there and say hello. We're going to be doing a stream on top 5 favorite video game movies. And that is Nerdy Neo, spelled Nerdy space Neo. Nerdy Neo. He's a great dude, great content creator. You can catch me over there talking some video game movies, which is going to be a fun chat. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Crash says, it was fun watching you play Arkham, and it was nice talking DC. Totally agree, man. I love having these conversations with chat. This is why I do this streaming stuff. You know, it's just so much fun getting to talk with different people about stuff that I love, stuff that you guys love. And when those things overlap and it's stuff that we all love, it just makes the conversation so much fun. So thank you guys so much. Crash, a new name, thank you for stopping by. Angel, Noah Miller, I believe we had another new person. I believe it was Lion the Prince. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. And the regulars, Ben Dover, my good buddy, Tomby, Dealbreaker, Pete, everybody stopped by. Daily Dysfunction, Natty McBatty. You guys are all awesome. Thank you so much. I will see you again very, very soon. If you want to, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. I always get tongue-tied on that. But definitely subscribe if you're interested in seeing some more of this, because I'd love to have you guys back in chat to chat just like this for the next stream. So thanks again for stopping by. I really appreciate everyone's time. Take care, and I will see you again very, very soon. Cheers.